Hello there. Today, I'll be reviewing the hair transplant results of some well-known celebrities. We're going to talk about Elon Musk. Now, looking at the transplant area, there's level 4 or 5 hair loss, especially in the crown and frontal areas. It looks that way back in the 1990s. Then a hair transplant was performed. The crown and frontal areas appear to be where the transplant was then. This area is covered and the mid-scalp is covered too. I believe around 3,500 to 4,000 grafts were used. The hairline is straight, like a mature male hairline, and looks age-appropriate. Honestly, I think the donor area density is strong, and a second session might have been done. In conclusion, we're seeing a successful, natural, high-density hair transplant result. Now, I'm going to talk to you about Mel Gibson's hair transplant. In his 50s, there's widespread recession in the temporal area, meaning hair loss and thinning. Later, it's seen that his front line filled in and gained a natural density. It's clear that a transplant of about 2,500 to 3,000 was likely done with DHI or FUE. He has a natural hairline that's appropriate for his age. No lowering was done, the front line wasn't pulled down too far. It also appears to be supported by medical treatment. As a result, there is a natural, age-appropriate, subtle, and successful front line and thickening. In other words, the density has been increased. Now, I'm going to tell you about David Beckham. Looking at the year 2020, David Beckham's hair had thinned a bit more, with general loss and receding temples. He likely had a low-density reinforcement of his front hairline. It looks like 2,000 grafts were transplanted here, and I think about 2,000 to 2,500 were done on the crown. He has hair loss that isn't very advanced. A natural transition was achieved on the front line using a micro-irregular hairline technique. Additionally, I think he's also receiving PRP and low-dose finasteride treatments, because hair at this density needs a bit of strengthening. I believe these have been reinforced externally as well. Yes, looking at the overall results, celebrity hair transplants are quite successful. Different techniques and treatments have been applied to some of them. Personalized treatment options must be applied in these cases. If you have any questions about hair transplants, feel free to contact us. See you later.